Are we good or what? Yo, what the fuck? Regardless, I have to finish this page today, so whether it gets streamed or not is completely up to, for whatever reason, YouTube. Hi, Thanos. There we go. Well, hopefully the link still works. I just sent out a link. Let's see. Let's see what it does when you click it. Oh shit, it's gonna go to the old one. Oh, fuck me. Alright. That's annoying. Sorry you guys, hold up, I just gotta do one quick thing. So annoying. Edit this. I'm gonna edit this like Oedipus. Oh, alright. So I have to redo that on Instagram because that's where most of you guys come from. So give me one more second and then we will start the stream. Hey, stop. There's going to be 2 draw at me number 43s. Choi. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's get some fucking looking done. Regardless, if anybody shows up, I gotta get this shit done. Okay. Cause I gotta like turn this in. I have to realistically do like 2 pages tonight. Hi, sweetie. Mommy's gonna feed you. Mommy's gonna feed you. Come on. You gotta leave because you're going nuts. Steel against steel. Alright, let's do this. I'm actually pretty close with this page. I just have to do this a little bit down here. Deadlines. Right now I'm streaming so much because I'm trying to raise awareness for my Patreon. Got a Patreon, folks. I have a Patreon. And on it, currently being uploaded is inking demos. And some other stuff. Mostly comic book pages. There's apparently this like back thing you can get where it's like this thing for like your posture that like beeps every time you've got really poor posture. I'm thinking about getting it. Ooh, okay. Nice. Alright, so I gotta redo her face a little bit. Face is kind of... I think I'm gonna just do the whole thing black. Which I think is gonna look a little bit more menacing. More menacing. Okay. We'll just... What's going on? That's what I should be doing. Cosplay soldier, false American. I've got incendiaries stuck in my head. Alright. Is this page done? Oh, shit, that was quick. I started this yesterday. Got about half. My new goal for pages, especially with like Nosebleed, is like half of a page a day. Like penciled and inked. I haven't calculated what that's going to get me as far as like page count, but Nosebleed 3 is going to debut at SPX, so I have so much more time. Before we were trying, me and Nick, shout out to Nick. If you haven't read Nick's comics, you definitely should. He does a comic book called Desert Rats, and he's also the owner of the Reptile House, who is the publisher. And he does really cool comics. But we're both trying to get our books done by cake. But there was no way I was gonna get it. I mean, I could have done it, but I think the pages would have looked like shit. Which, you know, is not good. Can you give her some food, Moms?
Oh, I sure can.
Sorry. I didn't realize what time it was.
I don't think she's a very related. She's a very sad, very related. Oh, she's a very sad and very related.
Wait.
She's so hungry. You heard how much she's getting?
I do.
What?
I said I do.
She is just a very hungry lady. Very hungry. This lady is so hungry that you just can't control it.
Alright, let's just do that. That looks better. Okie dokie. Alright, so that page is done. So there's a part of me that really wants to write like Brett's mom. This is Brett's mom. Like kind of like Quentin Tarantino style. I don't know, man. My hand is fucking... It's not even my hand. It's like my extensors. I had to do some physical therapy this morning. And we did some extensor training. And as soon as we started doing it, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm supposed to stream today. This is definitely going to tire my hand out. But we kept going. I didn't say anything because I don't like to complain. Alright, let's get this page going. Atlas shrugging at the way we use, at the mouths we need to feed. Dude, why is the fucking internet so bad today? This shit is awful. Like, so laggy. What is this, like 1994? What the fuck? What the fuck? This microphone is too good. You can hear. I was watching the stream just to see how everything is sounding. And I mean, you can hear everything. This fucking mic, man. I gotta put a gate on this thing, which I haven't done since I stopped streaming on Twitch. Kova, how's it going, brother? That doesn't really look like an angry pose. I need like... I might have to move these arms, which is, I'm afraid it's gonna like fuck up some of the stuff in the back. So I kind of want her to be kind of like this. You know what I mean? Discoverability has to be worse here on YouTube compared to Twitch. Really? Probably, man. I don't know. I don't really know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to... I hear they're both. I think like what the best way to get big at streaming is you should have started in like 2018. It's like I should have started streaming in 2018. When nobody was streaming. I gotta get a toy out just to kind of help with this pose. Alright, so I think we can do something like this. But I'm hoping to just... I'm not really trying to become a streamer, you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't super duper matter to me. I like to stream. That looks a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? This works. In my head, this works. And you guys are gonna just watch me bust it out in real time. But how's it going? Delusional oboe. Okay, so I wanted people screaming, right? Shit, I did not save. I have like a bunch of references. And I can't really have Photoshop and OBS running at the same time. Especially with like shaky internet. God damn. I'm gonna have to just kind of remember what people like when they're being shot. Hold up. Oh yeah, I have my phone. Graphic novel training club is tonight, and I'm gonna miss it, unfortunately. Damn. Hate to miss that, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's like it's a group that I'm in with a couple other comic book artists, and we all get together couple times a month, and just like look at each other's work. So I'm pretty bummed out. I'm gonna miss that, but I really trying to, like I said, trying to get people aware. Actually, I might have to try to get people aware of the Patreon and try to get people to sign up for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was started by another comic book artist, and they're really awesome. So. Do you rip each other's works to shreds? No, we don't do that. No, just because, like, I mean, we're like real with each other, you know. But you don't want that kind of relationship with anybody, man. Like, for some odd reason, like, that's been like this like narrative of like you should have, you know, it should be really rough, whatchamacallit, like feedback. And I've been through that with artists, and let me tell you, it does not make you a better artist to be getting told that like your work sucks and all that stuff. It's just, the only thing it does is make you want to quit. So I personally wouldn't put yourself through that, just because it doesn't work. I've done it, you know, where I had someone just be like completely ruthless to me about my work, and it did not make me a better artist. So, and I think too many people have watched that movie Whiplash and are like, yeah, that's what I need. It's like, no, you don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, especially if you're in that state, like, you know, you want to be stoked to draw. You want to be like, you don't want to be coddled, but, you know, if something sucks, somebody should say, hey, this isn't working, and then here's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be just told, like, your work sucks. I don't know. It just sucks. It's not good, or I don't know. I've had, like I said, I've had that, and it did not make me a better artist. Or maybe it did. Who the frick knows, you know? Who knows? Oof. Ryan Benjamin thinks it's a good way of teaching. I think it's just him being nostalgic back for the days when Jim Lee ripped him to shreds. Yeah, but Jim's a nice guy. I'm sure Jim Lee didn't rip his art to shreds. Yeah, exactly. It's like Whiplash. But it's also too, right? Like, if Jim Lee rips your artwork to shreds, at least Jim Lee, you know, you can take something away from that, as in, like, okay, like, Jim Lee's looking at my artwork and Jim Lee's being, you know, real about my artwork. Listen to the advice that he's giving you, make the corrections, and if he's going to look at your artwork again, then you can get something out of it by eventually, you know, pleasing Jim Lee, right? But if it's like one of your friends who's, you know, just as published as you are, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kind of know who you're you gotta know who you're getting advice from, you know? Because if it's just some dickhead just saying your work sucks and ripping your stuff to shreds and, like, you know, you don't, fuck that person, I don't know. I can actually imagine that those image guys weren't the nicest guys. Yeah, I could see that. But again, right, if it's Jim Lee saying your work needs work and he's tearing your work to shreds, but it's also like, come back in this amount of time and let me look at your profile again, or let me look at your work again, you know what I mean? Like, I would for surely be like bummed out, but I would still put forth the effort to make the changes to my work, because it's Jim Lee, and Jim Lee could, you know, if he could probably get you a job at his, you know, at his studio at the time. But if it's just some guy at a show, you know, I don't know. I think you need real feedback, but you don't need it in this, like, mean way, you know? Because I'm just kind of like, well, who are you, like, who is this supposed to benefit? Like, is this just you wanting to, like, you know, be a jerk to somebody? Because that's what it kind of feels like when people are, like, rude about each other's artwork like that. But yeah, so far this the group that I'm in has been awesome. Like, you know, it's good feedback. Like, everybody's like really cool, and everybody gives like good feedback. So, because you don't want to be coddled all the time, right? Like, you don't need, you know, you need someone that's gonna be like I have a bunch of people that look at my artwork. I have a bunch of friends. Like, I always send my stuff to like a couple of friends who are all way better than me, you know, and have accomplished way more stuff than I have, right? So you got to kind of get yourself some people that are like that, right? That are like way better than you, and they've actually done stuff and are currently doing things. Like, you don't want, you know, some has-been telling you, you know, your work's not good or whatever. And you also want it to be someone that, you know, like, is familiar with your style. Like, I used to kind of get I used to try to just get feedback from anybody that would look at my art, and you know, a lot of people didn't really like see what I was kind of trying to go for, like see my influences. So like the other tip is like try to get like whoever your influences are, like try to get those people to critique your work and give you feedback, because then they'll like know what you're trying to accomplish, you know. They're not just going to be like trying to get like Neil Adams to look at your work and your work looks like Alex Toth, or like, you know what I mean? He's just going to be like, I don't know, this shit sucks. He's going to be like, this blows, dude. I'm gonna be like, this shit stinks. That's just my 2 cents. I don't, you know. What the fuck do I know? Also, if those image dudes were mean, that's a tough one, because it's like, those guys kind of, that's a weird one, because you're like, yeah, you guys are mean, but you guys literally told Marvel and DC to go fuck themselves, and you made your own, you know, third publisher, so it's like, damn, you kind of earned it. Give me a barking dog. I need like a barking. What are those dogs called that are racist as shit? German Shepherd. Give me a German Shepherd. Yeah, that's good. It's mean. But feedback is good. Definitely start a feedback group. Which I actually might still go catch because it goes pretty long. So I might just stream for like an hour here, which isn't good. I shouldn't do that, but. I do kind of need to give my hand a rest, but whatever. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Earth tones suit you, so give it a smile. Give it a try, I think is what it says. What's the best for me? What's the best for me?